Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Meta Studios came out about 18 minutes ago and said that their UI interface overhaul is complete. I'm super excited to get into today's video. It has been a very long time since I've actually made a YouTube video on Predecessor, like an actual YouTube video. I have been streaming recently. I am currently in quarantine. I'll be going to my next duty station in Diego Garcia with some horrible internet, which is why you don't get to see my ugly mug on camera, because actually it looks a whole lot worse when I'm on my laptop. So today you just get to see the blog post that Omega Studios actually came out with, and we're going to review it here. So it's going to be a short stream, maybe about 5 minutes, so let's get into it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so once you open up the blog post, it takes you to this beautiful webpage of Predecessor. It's called OmedaStudios.com, and the link will be in the description below, so make sure you check it out. And let's get into some of the new things that they announced. Bear with me here. I am on my laptop, so I got to use the trackpad. Alright, so user interface overhaul, April 1st, 2021. During our latest closed alpha weekend, we mentioned a lot of our visual content being placeholders. Today, we are excited to announce bringing Predecessor to life with its own unique feel and overhauling of what you remembered with our UI. With the community feedback, we were able to add several changes to our user's interface design. For example, you can now view all of the abilities information you need for your favorite characters under the Abilities tab. Gone are the days of wondering what an ability does and how much damage you're dealing. You can learn it all before diving into your first game. For now, our focus is on the Defender of the Wasteland himself and the overhaul feeling of the user interface. Now I want to touch up on this paragraph real quick. It's talking about being able to go into a tab and seeing the abilities and what they do and everything. Primarily, it's with the UI that they had before. You kind of went in straight to a game. You didn't know what abilities actually did until you got into the game, and then you looked at the abilities before you bought them. So it's awesome that you're able to look at the abilities along with all the heroes that will be in game. So this is our first look. Good old Steel on the screen. Super excited. Steel is one of the best supports in the game. However, I'm fond of Narbash. I do want to point out, if you do look closely at this video and you look closely at this picture, you can see PlayStation prompts. I'm super excited that they have PlayStation prompts on the screen. That means two things. One, they have controller support on PC, so that way you can play with controller on the PC. And two, this is 100% a tease for Predecessor being on PlayStation. I am so stoked for that. Hopefully they have cross-platform. We can play with people on console and PC. Super excited about that. So the tabs that they have at the very top left, you have your Start tab. Hopefully when you hit Start, you can check to see if you want ranked, unranked, things like that. If you want to go into some kind of arena for a like trying out heroes and stuff like that instead of getting into actual games, or doing co-op versus AI, things like that. I hope as soon as you hit Start, it does that there and not just automatically put you into a PvP match. And then you have your Home tab, which will obviously be the tab that you see here, which hopefully I got a feeling that they'll be changing up heroes every once in a while, kind of just rotating between them. So it says Steel, the Defender of the Wasteland, so I'm super excited about that. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure Steel was not in the last closed alpha of Predecessor. Store, obviously that's going to be the store you'll be able to buy in-game currency and things like that. Collection, that's going to be where you view all the items, your heroes, your hero skins, anything like that. Your watch tab is more than likely going to be linked to Twitch, so you'll be able to click watch and probably see some live streamers on Twitch. Either that or how it was in Paragon when you clicked watch, you would get actually being able to watch live games happen within the game itself, not just like a third party through Twitch, but the game itself. And then you have the community tab, which I guarantee that community tab is going to link you to the Discord, Twitter, their Instagram, and then probably have their site on there as well. Let's continue on. Let's take a closer look. We have zeroed in on what Predecessor should feel like. While what you see is subject to change, is the direction we are taking to create an original feel. We've updated our settings menu to provide clear information at a glance, allowing you to customize your gaming experience on the visual settings screen. On the visual settings screen, for example, maybe you prefer epic effects with the side of medium foliage. This is just a small taste of what you can expect to see when you jump back into the world of Predecessor. Now for this picture, I would like to point out that we're on the visual tab, and obviously they wanted to show that you can adjust your settings, just like it said that if you want to have one thing on high or epic and then have another thing on low, that's awesome to do because there's so many people who want to do that. However, I do want to point out, look at the resolutions tab. You have 720p, 1080p, 1440p, and 2160p. This game is going to be in 4K, and I'm super stoked about that. Your frame rates being locked at 60, 90, 120, and 144. I'm also stoked about that. Moving on a little bit, there's nothing really much to touch here except your classic, your settings that you can do. I do want to touch on real quick the key bindings right here. Game, visual, audio, key bindings. So with it having the PlayStation buttons, is that meaning that the key bindings you're going to be able to adjust the PlayStation button key binds on console? We'll find out. Although we've updated our home screen, our aim is still to get you on the battlefield as quickly as possible. Our new Match Found screen is designed to grab your attention and ensure that you're ready up as soon as possible. I do really like this screen here. It brings back MOBA vibes from not just previous games, but other games like Dota, League of Legends, Smite, games like that give you that big prompt on the screen that shows, hey, you found a game, ready up, or you're going to be kicked from this match. Hopefully this helps people getting into matches, not only for draft dodgers, but just people in general, because there's a lot of times in some games will ready you up automatically, and then suddenly they're in the lobby, but they're not at their computer, so they quote-unquote count as draft dodging, but they just weren't back yet and readied up. And last but not least, we are actively testing internal and gathering feedback, so everything you see here is already in-game. However, we're keen to hear your thoughts on what you'd like to see and how we can improve your experience. Tweet us at Predecessor Game your thoughts on our new user interface and let us know what you'd like to see in future blog posts. That covers their big announcement. This was very small, however, it was big news to a lot of people. They have been talking about a lot of UI overhauls and everything, and to me, this UI overhaul looks AAA quality. Obviously, I haven't seen it in action. The movement-wise and stuff like that is going to dictate how well this UI looks. I'm excited to see what in-game UI HUD looks like and everything like that. That's it for this video, guys. It was short, sweet. Sorry about my voice. Sorry about no cam, anything like that. Once again, I am in quarantine. I don't have COVID. I hope you guys are staying safe from COVID and everything. It's just I'm in the process of going to my next duty station, and they just want to make sure that I don't have COVID before getting there. So I have been in quarantine for a little over a week now, and I still have a little less than a week left before I go to my next duty station. I am going to try to keep up with these YouTube videos, try to keep up with these announcements. So to stay tuned. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so when news and updates go live, you will be the first to hear about it. This news did come out literally 30 minutes ago, so I'm fast. I'm up on this upkeep trying to get this video out. So that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em